Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. This is Cody Cox with Trinity National Holdings out here on my Friday stroll here in the state capital of Oregon. It's been real ugly here for the last several days, but miraculously the sun has broken out in time for my Friday stroll. I don't know if you guys have noticed wherever you're at that there's some ducks sitting on a log down there on the river. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of cool. But they've had, out on the Oregon coast, they've had some huge waves come in. A couple stories high, and even one of the buoys actually measured a 69-foot wave out there. So pretty big stuff going on at the coast. Anyway, here in the Northwest, we are right in what would be called the Western Flyway, where we have migratory birds flying up and down between Canada and Alaska down into Mexico, SoCal. And made me kind of think that, why does a goose fly south in the winter? And anyway, noticing these geese here that, they fly kind of in uniformity, kind of a big check mark. They don't fly in a V. Flying a big check mark, and I kind of wondered about that till I finally figured it out, and it's really kind of more simple than I thought it was. Is that it's very easy. It's not a perfect V. One line's always longer than the other. That's because there's more geese in that line. So that's very simple. But the reason they fly south in the winter is because they're a goose. They have no choice. They have to fly south in the winter. Their genetic code is such that they have no choice, which is unlike how we are. It's unlike how humans are. Humans, we have been given the dignity of choice. We've been given the dignity of free will. And so, really what I wanted to talk about, or just kind of maybe just chat about, is that what are these choices we're making? And can we really make a choice to do better than we're doing? I mean, there's a lot of opportunities right now, and always are, and it's just a matter, are you going to make the decision to participate? Because I fully believe that in so many situations, so many, not all, so many situations that we find ourselves in certain situations, in certain positions, and, economy, income levels, things like that, because of choices we made in the past. That some people would say that right now we're the summation of all the previous choices we made. And the thing of it is as humans, we can actually make a decision to change. We have that choice. We have that dignity of free will. And so, as you're heading into this weekend, just a normal weekend, that you can decide, am I on the right path? Have I made the right choices? And it's never too late to make a choice, to make a change. We have that ability as humans. The question is we're looking at this tree here. And this tree here that I'm walking by. Here's a nice little Mexican palm tree that grows okay here in the Northwest. And you got to ask yourself, how tall will that tree grow? It's a good question. How tall will that tree go? Hi. And the answer is as tall as it can. It'll grow as tall as it can, all these trees. So you got to ask yourself, am I growing as tall as I can? Well, physically, yeah, but mentally, emotionally, all those things that we can make a choice about, am I doing everything I can to get to where I need to be? So if you're tired of where you're at, you're tired of being sick and tired, you're tired of not having enough money at the end of the month, you always seem to find you have more month at the end of the money, then make that choice. There's opportunity out there. It's all around you. That's why we live in America. That's why we live here, because we've got that choice. We've got that freedom. So I encourage you today on this cool but beautiful Friday afternoon, take some time and think about that. What choices do I need to make? What changes do I need to make in my life? Who do I have to stop listening to? Because there's a lot of voices out there that want to talk to us, want to tell us things. And where am I wasting my time? I used to be a big Facebook addict. I was on it all the time. And I'm not on it like I used to be. There's just too much negative stuff on it. There's too much political stuff on it. I have basically purposed myself to stay away from all that because it detracts from what I'm trying to do. And so, I've talked about a couple times about goals, where I want to be this time next year. And if I spend time arguing with folks about political stuff on Facebook, I'm not going to get there. Not only does it take my time, it takes me mentally away from what I want to do. So anyway, I guess that's just kind of a rant for the day. Again, I had a choice to say that. I had a choice not to say it. But I tell you what, let's make some good choices here. We're halfway through the first month of 2018. And, I'm supposed to be closing on a note today. Closed on 2 of them last week. I still got 2 more I got to go for the end of the month. I got bids in, and I know they're looking at them because they asked me for just a little bit more information. So, you know what? We're going to make something happen this year. And thanks for coming along with the ride with me. And if I can be of any service to you, you want to chat, you want to find out a little bit more about how you can get involved on a passive basis investing in promissory notes secured by residential real estate, well, I am me, and we'll chat. And until next week, just remember, together, our potential is infinite. Thank you very much.